Today, the film I'm analyzing is The Grand Budapest Hotel. From this classic work, I've selected 4 types of composition for analysis: symmetrical composition, leading line composition, framing composition, and central composition. The first part is symmetrical composition. Symmetrical composition is the most iconic in the film, creating a unique visual beauty and narrative atmosphere.
In the Grand Budapest, a picturesque, elaborate, and once widely celebrated establishment. I expect some of you will know it.
At the beginning, the director uses symmetrical composition to introduce the Grand Budapest Hotel with the building as the main subject. It forms left-right symmetry, filling the frame with a sense of balance and order. Meanwhile, the frame, based on a pink tone, carries a retro romance that aligns with the film's humorous and absurd vibe.
I beg your pardon?
In the scene where the writer meets Zero, the director places the writer's head at the center of the frame to form left-right symmetry. Although the wooden doors on both sides are roughly symmetrical, the difference in the slogans on the tiles breaks the rigidity of extreme symmetry, adding vitality to the frame. The complementary cold blue and warm orange tones also enhance the frame's symmetry and harmony. The second part is leading line composition. The film uses leading line composition ingeniously. Through various elements, it guides the audience's gaze, enhancing the frame's sense of space and narrative.
Colonnade funicular.
The cable car and its tracks form a diagonal composition, which divides the frame's space while adding tension to the image. The bright orange cable car contrasts with the rocks, directing the audience's focus to the cable car. Scenes inside the elevator appear multiple times in the film. Here, the director adopts the rule of thirds. The right eyes of the 2 people on the left and right sides exactly align with the third's lines. Though the 2 figures are of different heights, the triangular composition concentrates the visual focus on the center of the frame, i.e., Mr. Gustav's face. Meanwhile, the direction of the character's gaze acts as an implicit leading line, guiding the audience's attention to the center.
She left everything to Mr. Gustav, of course.
In the scene where the will hidden behind the painting is read aloud, the collective gaze of the group forms a leading line pointing to the will in the officer's hand, highlighting the frame's interactivity and storytelling. The third part is framing composition.
Manager Herr Becker met with him in private consultation above reception.
In one shot, the camera pushes from a wide shot to a close-up. The wide shot establishes the spatial context, and the central frame guides the audience to look inside it. The close-up emphasizes the character's facial expressions, with the frame redirecting the audience's visual focus to the character's eyes.
What did you want to tell me? Before?
I think I cannot say right now.
Write me tomorrow. Not Span Station.
In the scene where Mr. Gustav leaves Madame D's house, the director uses the car window as a natural frame. The contrast between light and shadow highlights the main subject. At the same time, it hints that the butler is trapped and has unspoken words. As the camera pushes in, the car windows on both sides form a frame within a frame structure while emphasizing the main subject. It adds spatial layers, endowing the flat composition with a sense of depth and breadth. In the scene where Mr. Gustav is in prison and Zero visits him, 3 layers of frames nest within each other. The nesting of frames of different sizes amplifies a sense of pressure and ineffable suffocation. Meanwhile, the contrast between the stillness of the entire prison and Zero's movements set against the frames of varying sizes implies the inhuman conditions inside the prison. The fourth part is central composition. By placing key elements at the exact center of the frame, the film achieves an instant focus effect, which serves both aesthetic and narrative purposes.
Our meals were small but frequent, for stamina. 2 breakfasts, 2 lunches, and a late supper.
In the shot where Zero gets up early for work, central composition draws the audience's attention to the character's expressions and actions, emphasizing Zero's dedication to his job as a bellboy. Additionally, the wall behind Zero dark in the middle and bright on both sides further centers the audience's visual focus on the character. In the shot where Agatha reads a letter, central composition makes her eyes the core of the visual focus, creating a strong emotional impact and guiding the audience to notice the character's expressions and gaze. The use of a small aperture also turns the background lights into light spots of varying sizes. This enriches the frame's visual layers while endowing it with a romantic atmosphere, and the blurred background further shifts the audience's visual focus to the central character's face. The Grand Budapest Hotel turns composition into a link between narrative and aesthetics. Symmetrical composition weaves a gorgeous sense of order. Leading line composition guides the flow of the audience's gaze. Central composition anchors key characters and objects, and framing composition by way of doors, windows, and picture frames defines scenes and adds in-depth meaning. These 4 types of composition intertwine and coexist. Within the poetic frames, composition becomes an extension of the narrative, perfectly integrating the beauty of form and the power of narrative.